If you want to learn how to use Inkscape for beginners, this video will walk you through the essential tools, panels, and shortcuts you need to start creating right away. Inkscape is a powerful free vector design tool, and once you understand the basics, you can build logos, icons, shapes, paths, and clean scalable graphics with confidence. In this guide, I'll show you the core interface, the drawing tools, path editing, simple shape operations, clipping, and even the best export settings for browser and production use. If this tutorial helps you, please hit like and subscribe for more easy beginner software guides. Let's jump in. When you first open Inkscape, one of the most important things to understand is the toolbar on the left side of the canvas. This is where you'll find the tools you'll use most often. The first one to get comfortable with is the selection tool, which you can access with the shortcut S. This is your main tool for moving objects around the canvas, resizing them, and rotating them. If you're new to Inkscape, this is the tool you'll be switching back to again and again as you work. Next, open the Fill and Stroke panel using Ctrl plus Shift plus F. This panel is essential because it controls the appearance of your objects. The fill is the inside color of a shape, while the stroke is the border or outline around it. If something looks wrong on your canvas, this is usually the first place to check. You can adjust color, opacity, and stroke thickness here to make your designs look exactly how you want. Another panel that will save you a lot of time is the Layers and Objects panel, which you can open with Ctrl plus Shift plus L. This is where you keep your artwork organized. If your project starts getting more complex, layers help you separate different parts of the design so nothing gets messy. You can use the eye icon to hide items when you don't need to see them, and the lock icon to prevent accidental edits. For beginners, this is a very smart habit to build early. Now let's move into drawing. If you want precise shapes and clean lines, use the pen tool, also called the Bezier tool, with the shortcut B. Click once to place a node, then move your mouse and click again to make a straight line segment. If you click and drag, you'll pull out Bezier handles, which let you create smooth curves. When you're finished drawing a path, press enter to complete it. This tool is perfect for custom icons, illustrations, and technical shapes. If you prefer drawing more naturally, select the pencil tool with the shortcut P. This is the freehand drawing tool, and it's great for sketch style work or loose hand-drawn shapes. If your lines look shaky, don't worry. You can use the smoothing slider in the top toolbar to clean them up and make the stroke look more polished. This is especially helpful when you're drawing with a mouse or making rough concept sketches. Once you've created a path, the node tool is where the real editing happens. Press N to switch to it, and now you can click on the individual nodes, move them, and reshape your path. You can also drag the handles to adjust curves more precisely. This is one of the most powerful parts of Inkscape because it lets you fine-tune almost any shape. If a line doesn't look right, the node tool gives you full control. A very important shortcut for beginners is Object to Path, which you can do with Ctrl plus Shift plus C. This converts text or shapes into permanent paths. That means the object becomes editable as vector paths instead of editable text or simple shapes. Keep in mind that once text is converted to a path, it cannot be ungrouped like normal text, so only do this when you're sure you're done editing the wording. It's a useful step when preparing artwork for logos, laser cutting, or advanced path editing. Now let's look at some of the most useful path operations. If you overlap two shapes and want them to become one single silhouette, select them and press Ctrl plus plus, which performs a union. This merges the shapes together into one combined object. If you want to use one shape like a cutter on another shape, use Ctrl plus minus for difference. This removes the top shape from the bottom one, which is extremely helpful for making cutouts, holes, and custom design details. You can also create interesting effects like a zigzag line. Start by drawing a straight line, then open the Live Path Effects panel with Ctrl plus Shift plus 7. Add the Roughen effect and set the method to number of segments. After that, adjust the display slider to control the height of the peaks. This is a great technique if you want stylized graphics, energy lines, or decorative elements in your design. Another very useful feature is clipping. If you want to hide parts of an object inside a shape, draw a container shape over it, select both objects, and press Ctrl plus M to set clip. This masks the artwork so only the visible parts inside the container remain. If you need to undo it later, press Alt plus M to release clip. Clipping is incredibly helpful for creating framed images, custom crops, and layered compositions. Finally, let's talk about exporting. If you're preparing files for a browser or laser software, press Ctrl plus Shift plus D to open document properties. From there, set your units to pixels or inches depending on your project. This helps make sure your document is set up correctly before export. When you're ready to save, go to File, then save as, and choose Optimize SVG. This format is usually the best choice for clean vector output. In the export options, make sure to check Convert CSS attributes to XML attributes. This helps other software read the colors correctly and prevents issues when your file is opened elsewhere. If you ever install extensions for Inkscape, remember that supporting the developers is a good way to help keep the project going strong. Inkscape is free, powerful, and constantly improving, which makes it an amazing tool for beginners and advanced users alike. Now you've learned the basics of how to use Inkscape for beginners, including the interface, drawing tools, path editing, clipping, and exporting. The best way to get better is to open Inkscape and practice these steps as you watch. Try creating a few simple shapes, combine them, edit the nodes, and export a test file so everything feels familiar. If this video helped you, please give it a like, subscribe for more beginner tutorials, and let me know in the comments what software you want to learn next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.